Hey, Chef Des coming at you from my kitchen again, and we're gonna make Scotch eggs. Have you ever had Scotch eggs? They're amazing because they're hard-boiled eggs encased in sausage meat. I mean, how can you go wrong with that? They're just delicious. And one of my favorite eggs I like to use for Scotch eggs are Country Golden Yolks. Country Golden Yolks are free-range eggs since 1989, and they're locally owned and family-run in the beautiful Fraser Valley. So the first thing we're gonna do to prepare for these Scotch eggs is we have some soda crackers, salted soda crackers. We need about a cup's worth of soda cracker crumbs. You can put them in a bag, put a rolling pin over them. Some people like to whiz them in their food processor. I think they become too fine of a crumb that way. I like to do it by hand. So just take the crackers and start crushing them up. And again, we're looking for about a cup's worth of these soda cracker crumbs. You don't want it too fine and powdery, but obviously you don't want big pieces either. All right, I think that's going to about do it. Let's see if we have enough here. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. 1 cup worth. And we're just gonna put it on a shallow tray. And to that, we're going to add 1/2 cup of freshly chopped parsley. That's gonna give us some really great color. And just mix that together. Perfect, look at that, beautiful. The next thing you want is about 680 grams of pork breakfast sausage. And then you're gonna divvy it out into 6 piles. I've taken the casings off, but I wanted to show you how to do that exactly. So here's the sausage with the casing still on. All I do is I give it a little pinch in the center, and then I twist it like I was making 2 separate little sausage links. And then from that center part, I just press out the meat from the casing and discard the casing. So all I've done is I've taken my sausage meat, again approximately 680 grams, that's about 1.5 pounds, and divided by 6. I used the kitchen scale and have them broken out into equal amounts. And here's what we're gonna do next. You're gonna take the sausages, and you can see that they're still fairly separate, even though there's no casings on there, and we're just going to mash it until it comes together in one homogeneous mixture. Okay, like so, and then flatten it out. What I have done already, 6 hard-boiled Country Golden Yolks eggs, and they're peeled already, obviously, and I'm just going to put in the center and then start bringing that sausage meat around the egg. And you want to get a nice even layer of sausage meat all the way around. You may look and you'll see a little spot there that is not covered. You just manipulate the sausage meat in your hands until you have a nice, smooth, even layer over your hard-boiled eggs. And we'll just set it on the baking sheet for now, and we'll go on and we'll do all 6 of these before we go on to the next step. There's the last one. I like to bake them in the oven on parchment, so I just have another baking sheet standing by. And this is what we're gonna do next. We're gonna take our lovely sausage encased eggs and just roll them in the crumb mixture, okay? Make sure you get all the areas covered. Now, another big mistake that people might do is they might pick up the crumb mixture and place it on top. You don't wanna do that because you're gonna get the little fine bits stuck to the sausage, and then nothing else will stick to it. So you just roll it around until it's fully encased and put it on your baking sheet. In between each egg, I just shuffle it to make sure it's a nice even layer again before going on to the next one. And this will pick up the lovely big pieces of cracker, the pieces of parsley. And remember, because we did salted crackers, it doesn't really need any seasoning. And the sausage is seasoned already as well. our last one. You'll have a little bit of leftover crumb, but that's on purpose because we want to try and use all the big chunks and not all the fine stuff. So you'll have just enough to go through and coat the 6 eggs, no problem. And just gently place that on the baking sheet. Okay, in a 375 degree oven, you're gonna bake these for about 30 to 35 minutes until the sausage meat is completely cooked through. The only thing you have to do is just rotate them a little bit, a couple times during that 30 to 35 minute time. So just like 2 or 3 times during the baking process, carefully, just rotate them around so they get brown on more than just one side. And also you don't want to have them where they're just flat on the one side only. All right, let's take these out of the oven now. Oh, they smell so good. All we're gonna do now is we're gonna carefully transfer them to a separate tray, and we're gonna refrigerate these until they're chilled. They're easier to cut that way, and you can serve them as an appetizer, side dish, whatever you like. So let me pop these in the fridge, and we'll see you back here. Okay, these have been chilled now. Let's cut into them, see how beautiful they are. I like to use a serrated knife, but very carefully. What we'll do first is just cut it in half. So just saw through it gently. Oh, look at that. That looks so beautiful. I haven't chilled them very much, but they still cut beautifully. You can still see the steam rising from there. So they actually were in the fridge for only about 20 minutes and they still held up beautifully. And all I do is I make one more cut on each half to make quarters. And again, carefully, so we don't damage that presentation. And this is how you would serve them. Just as quarters like that. Really careful. Beautiful. Oh, I can't wait. I gotta have a bite of this. That is so good. And for a recipe with very few ingredients, is just amazing. You're gonna find it so delicious. My recipes demand great ingredients, like the greatness in country golden yolks, free range, and organic eggs. Make sure you check out the website at countrygoldenyolks.com. And this is Chef Des signing out. Where are you getting your protein from?